YouTube, good to see you. Frostprime off to the side here. Don't worry, it is just a temporary thing. There's many tier lists that we've done in the past on this channel, but one thing that has been asked about and asked for more times than I can count, and I've never done, is a modded characters tier list. What do I think is the best modded character? What do I think is the worst modded characters? Some of it's a little bit more obvious, but yeah, if you're just getting into, if you just maybe had Slay the Spire on console and now you just got it on Steam, what should you download in order to have the most fun with new characters and new things to do? Yeah, and I plan that every single time I play a new modded character after this, I will add that character to the tier list. So yeah, hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Anyways, chat, it's time for content. It's time to check out a little bit of tier list content today. Can I get some poggies in chat? Tier list me up, please, and thank you. Chat, today we are going to be ranking every single modded character that I have ever played. Now, if you are one of the creators of these mods, please know that I am a fucking idiot. Look at the comments section of this YouTube video. Look at the comments section of the video that I did maybe of your mod. I probably missed something. I can already look at some of them and know that I've missed stuff from certain mods. So please, I apologize if your mod doesn't go up as high as it is. This is my personal opinion after probably one, maybe two runs of playing your mod. I am oftentimes very quick and opinionated, and I don't give your mod the due diligence that it needs. But with all that being said, we got 39, I believe. 39. 38 maybe. I think it might be 38. I'm not sure. Modded characters. These are modded characters. These are not mods specifically. There's gonna be a lot of mods that I've tried out that are not, like, for instance, like the pack mods that add like a pack of cards to like a specific character. Yeah, and we're just gonna rate them on a normal S through F tier. I will say, chat, if I do put a mod in a place that you don't like and you want it to change, go up or down a level, I am willing to be bribed. I'm just straight up, I'm willing to be bribed. 5 gifted subs, and I will move it up or down in the direction that you want. Let's do it. Let's go for it. All right, straight up, we got the Abyssal mod. This guy's a big pirate, and he uses like big cannon cards, and you can like upgrade his starting relic and then choose a time to stop upgrading the starting relic. The Abyssal, I thought was like a little bit one direction in the fact that I felt like you would be trying to go for the same thing every single time. But also, again, I might be an idiot, and that just might be my first ever impression. I felt like it was rather difficult to play, which I kind of like going into a modded character, one that is not straight up just like you're fucking broken on Ascension 0. If you're stupid broken on Ascension 0, then it like, I don't think that the climb would be that easy or that hard. But being like somewhat difficult from the beginning, I feel like you'll probably be able to like climb effectively if you're really good at this guy. But I would put him in solid B tier. They were very well put together, just maybe not exactly for me. Negative points for AI art. Oh no! Moving on to the next mod, the Adventurer. This one, of course, is made by Vex. Everybody loves Vex. They recently came out with Tales and Tactics. Adventurer, you use a bunch of you fish and you go on adventures. Chat has played this many times. Vex is constantly going to be very high on the list. I do, however, think that the Adventurer is like very feast or famine-y. Okay, the Adventurer does get plus points for having foiled cards, but I think they like at the same time the foil cards like also is like a mechanic in and of itself to play around that like doesn't make playing with other classes very fun. I'm gonna put the Adventurer in A tier. Vex is gonna be at the top of the list a lot, chat. So I think you need to hold off on all of your angry opinions towards them.
What the bride prize? Adventurer is S tier.
It's 5 gifted subs to move it up or down, whatever you want. But like I said, the Adventurer is A tier. It's an A tier. It's an A tier class. Moving on to the Aquatic. The Aquatic is you're literally like the Loch Ness monster in a fishbowl. I honestly, maybe this is like reflective of the character. I don't remember like an insane amount about them. I do remember that we played... Big Bowler, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. Really appreciate that. I want Chaos, move the Adventurer down. There was the insane strength scaling card on the Aquatic. Yeah. I think the aquatic is right up there with the abyssal. I think that it was really fun to play, but I probably wouldn't want to go through an entire climb. I think if you get to A or S tier, I would consider doing an entire climb with them, up to Ascension 20. So, yeah. Alfarius, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. I am a bot of chaos. Move adventurer down. Okay, so the adventure. Hey, Anbu, thank you for the 5 gifted subs as well. Really appreciate that. So much support. Really appreciate all the support that I'm getting. Move it down. I want the subreddit to hate you. Okay. Next up on the list is the automaton. This is a part of the downfall package. And honestly, before everybody says in this video, I have not played the collector yet. I will be playing it soon. I plan on every single time that I play a mod from now on, adding it to this tier list. So the end of every modded character at the end of the video, I plan on putting it in the tier list. Either on stream or after stream. Don't worry, the collector will be coming. They're not here. But the automaton, out of all of the characters in the downfall, was my favorite. I really like the automaton. I think they're really, really fun. And I would put them, for the first time, in S tier. They are very, very good. Downfall overall is S tier. I think we can all agree on that. One's in chat. Downfall is one of the best, if not the best mod for Slay the Spire. It adds a lot of fucking content, even a non-downfall character, the Hermit. It's really, really good. But yeah, the automaton for me is the best one. I will be having heavy-hearted opinions about some of the other downfall characters as we get going, and people are going to get really, really mad at me. All right, next up is the Avocado. The Avocado, you're playing as the shelled parasite. You get a lot of plated armor stuff. You get a lot of various different interesting synergies. This one gets +1 for beautiful, cute-ass card art, funny little silly jokes. And so I would therefore, just for like the overall funness of this, I would put it in A tier. Let me explain. Originally, when I first tried it, I thought that it would be almost impossible to climb on this character. And then I was given a challenge by one of my subs in chat, Diego. Gave me a challenge to beat this character on Ascension 20. So I unlocked Ascension 20, and they beat it on like my first or second try. It moves to S tier. I was completely fucking wrong. The Avocado is insanely fun, insanely cool synergies, insanely intuitive. It's really, 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 really fucking good. Really well put together. Has a lot of like quirks. Definitely think it deserves a lot of recognition, and you should definitely try it out. Next up is Charmander, which is Charmander one of the ones that's like a part of the entire Pokemon pack, or was Charmander one of the ones that was by itself? I feel like Charmander was a part of all of them, right? Charmander is from PMD. Yeah. So this is like a pack of characters from a Pokemon mystery dungeon thing. I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit rough around the edges. I played it. I got the video. It was fun. It was goofy. It has some claw stuff in it, which definitely gets it up there. But I'm putting it in C tier. I'm putting it in C tier. I think it was a little bit rough around the edges, I would say. Really good ideas, really fun, really cute. Very, very cute. Frost just doesn't like Pokemon. Okay. Charmander, C tier. It's definitely worth it checking out. But yeah, I would never climb on it, but it's fun. It's cute. Next up is the Constrictor. This is this guy watches my stream regularly. A big fan of the Constrictor. It's fun. It's cute. It's a little bit silly. It's a little bit goofy. I mean, as you can tell just from the art, you're literally just this little fucking guy. I think that the Constrictor was a hell of a lot of fun. I actually had a lot of fun. So fun story. When I was trying to make the thumbnail for this character, I just wanted to basically use this art, right? I just wanted to use this art. And so I opened up Photoshop and I dragged in this art from the Steam workshop. And it was really small. And so when I scaled it up, it was really blurry. And I was like, what can I do? What can I do? And then I realized it's a fucking triangle in MS Paint. So I just redrew it. Yeah, Constrictor's super cute. Constrictor's super fun. I would say that the Constrictor is top of B or A tier. I'll put it in A tier because A tier is looking like it needs some love right now. But yeah, it's definitely really, really solid. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. Frostprime thumbnail tier list when? Oh, man. Cranky. We played the Cranky mod recently. Do you guys remember playing this mod? Cranky's kind of cute. Cranky's kind of fun. I think that it's like an easily breakable character, and it might need like a little bit more going on like the balancing side of it, and maybe it's been balanced. So I'd probably put it in B tier. I'd put it in B tier just because I think that it needs some balance changes. Just for my initial playthrough, I could be completely wrong, but I do very much like this mod. Like it was really fun, and it had like a lot of interesting mechanics in it. It had a lot of card manipulation, and it was like you're playing like 1,000 different cards over and over and over again, and I love shit like that. It just feels like it needed a little bit of polishing. I fucking love the cranky mod. It was really good. It was very fun. It was very good. It's cool, but it's very breakable. Yeah. All right. The level-headed mod, which is, chat, remind me what game this is from. It's from Levelhead. Oh, it's the delivery robot. That's what it was. Yeah. So this character is like, one, they ported over the art style so fucking well from the game into this, into Slay the Spire. It really felt like they transferred the character over well, and I know that because when I started playing the mod, a fuck ton of people from the Levelhead community caught wind that I was playing it, and we had a bunch of Levelhead community members in my stream for that stream, and they were really fucking into it. They were all about it. You literally got to dunk the ball. Like every single time you got to dunk the package, and your character would jump up and go bang. It was so good. It's so fun. Level-headed goes in S tier. It's just for how well put together it is. It's a complete fucking package. It's so good. It's so good. It's amazing. It's really good. It's amazing. It's fucking solid. No, it's one of the best. I'd put it above the Avocado, not above the Automaton though. Moving on to Dio. This one's gonna make people angry because they really like Dio. A lot of people very much like Dio. Dio is not meant to be taken seriously. I don't believe that the Dio mod is meant to be taken seriously. I feel like that the Dio mod is supposed to be one of those goofy ass mods that just is more fun than it is insanely well balanced and like the perfectest, the most bestest mechanics. It's definitely a goof and it's meant to be broken right. And I don't think it's gonna go in A or B because those are characters that I would consider climbing with. I think it's a lot of the characters in B tier are like really well put together. I'm gonna put Dio in C tier. I'm gonna put it at the top of C tier. It's funny, it's hilarious. If you like JoJo content, it's gonna be right up your alley. It literally is a part where it goes Zoara! And every single time chat like freaks out, and it was really fun. And I've been bribed to play it many more times after that. But yeah, I don't think that it would go much above that. The Yu-Gi-Oh mod's F tier. Fuck that mod so fucking much. I hate this mod. It's called the Duelist mod. Fuck the Yu-Gi-Oh mod. All right. Fuck the Yu-Gi-Oh mod. And let me tell you why. Okay. Every single one of these mods. I've never watched JoJo. Okay. I've watched the first part of JoJo. I didn't enjoy it that much. Everybody says you just gotta watch more. Fuck you. I've never played Levelhead. I've never played League of Legends. I'm not a big Pokemon guy. That's Frosted Ezreal. I've never shot a gun before. I played The Binding of Isaac. That's a lie. I haven't played a whole lot of Hollow Knight. I'm lactose intolerant. I've watched only the first season of One Punch Man. I've never been a rat before. I haven't played a lot of the modded characters. Or I haven't played like the games that a lot of the characters that I play are from. But you can still play the game in Slay the Spire. If you have not played Yu-Gi-Oh, you won't understand what's going on in this mod. This mod requires you to have a full fucking PhD in Yu-Gi-Oh. Otherwise, you have no idea what's going on. Now, granted, I played this mod like at the beginning of my modded career of playing mods in League of Legends. So maybe I am completely and utterly out of my league here. But this is one of the very few mods that I've ever rage quit. It was so confusing. It was very tough. So it is not for me. It is not for me, and therefore it is F tier. But it has like 800 different cards in it and decks, and you can play as like a bunch of different styles. If you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, it's probably exactly up your alley. I even understand Yu-Gi-Oh, and that mod is overcomplicated for no reason. It's got a lot of passion behind it. But yeah, for me, I'm out. And for that reason, I'm out. All right, moving on to the first of the League of Legends characters. League of Legends characters, or is Echo the one that's like by himself?
Your F tier.
Thanks. I think Echo was by himself. I'm pretty sure. And then there were other League of Legends characters like Mordekaiser and shit like that, which we can all just rank under Victor. Yeah, okay. So Echo was by himself, and I thought that one was a solid B tier. I thought it had some really fun mechanics, but definitely was a little bit rough around the edges. I think the mod like just came out when I had played it, so it might have been balanced by then. by now. But yeah, it would definitely put it in B tier just because it felt like it needed a little bit more added to it, a little bit more going on. Ferrothorn. This is a Pokemon, right, chat? This is the defensive guy. This is the defensive Pokemon guy. Yeah. All right. Ferrothorn is very high A tier. It's really fucking good, but it doesn't have that like, and I think it's probably because it's a very defensive heavy mod. The Avocado is as well, but I think the Avocado has my own special love. But defensive mods for me are always going to be like a little bit less poggy because you're not doing big damage. The Ferrothorn mod is the best mod in history, and I'll die on this hill. Ferrothorn is just maybe it's because of my not super pogginess around Pokemon, but yeah, I definitely put it A tier. It's really solid. It's really good. It's borderline S tier. It could almost go up there. All right, the Frost Priest. This is going to D tier. Now, this is from my one single time playing it very long time ago, and it may have been updated since then, but this was one of the most easiest mods to break and to go infinite by like, I think I went infinite by like floor 5. Like, it was like common cards, just it's been updated. It's still really broken. Maybe it's better now. It's very well could be, but for me, it is D tier. It just didn't have a lot of replayability because it just like you are insanely strong when you played that. I also think that it was a Chinese mod, and so it was translated over to English. So that could be something that does hinder it is translation errors and things like that. But yeah, it's just not for me. Gremlin Gang. Another part of the Downfall mod. Chat obviously has a lot of grievances about this mod. I don't really know why. They might be able to tell you. But it is another part of the Downfall mod, and it is quite one-sided. Like, I feel like there's only a couple of ways to play it. But it has, like, different shivs and things like that. I would put it in high A tier. Again, it's not gonna... Not a lot's gonna hit the S tier. You can't be mad if a lot doesn't get in the S tier, but it's really good. It's solid. You got a bunch of synergies. It's got a bunch of shivs. All of the gremlins do different things. They all do like the things that they do in the game, where some of them are really good at blocking. Some of them are good at doing big damage. But yeah. Also, Fat Gremlin for life. The Hermit. The Hermit is the playable character in the Downfall mod, so it's like you're not a part of the bosses. I'm unsure why it came out in the Downfall, and I would say that the Hermit also belongs in very high A tier. I think that he could be a part of Slay the Spire. The Hermit could be a character in Slay the Spire. Straight up. He could. If there's any character on this list that could just fit right into Slay the Spire, 1000% it's the Hermit. It just would not be my favorite character, right? This is my opinions, not the best character. This is what is my favorite characters to play. And the Hermit just is not my favorite, but he's like insanely well done. Next up, the Hexy Sexy Ghost. Another Downfall character, another very well-made character. I've played him a few times. I've popped off a few times. I would put them in like the bottom of A tier. Really good, but not my favorite of the Downfall characters. A lot of people disagree with me on that and say that it's my favorite, or say that it's their favorite. They say that it's better than the Automaton, but for me, the Automaton just kind of clicks, and I have a lot more fun playing the Automaton. Next up, the Bug Knight. The Bug Knight was a lot, all right? Let me tell you why the Bug Knight was a lot. It's because it came with its own fucking game. It came with its own mod pack. It came with its own set of levels, its own enemies, its own fights. There was lore in there. You could explore. You could basically explore the Hollow Knight universe through this mod. It was a lot. So much so that I never went back and played it, even though I really wanted to, because it was just a lot. It was like a lot to like get myself in the mood for. You know, mentally it was a lot to prepare for. But with how beautiful it was and how correctly it represented its game, it goes in S tier to me. Just because of how fucking amazing Hollow Knight is, and then how well it was ported over with so much of the stuff from Hollow Knight. It's just impressive, and it would be a disservice to the modder to not put it up there, personally. Next up is The Lost. We played this recently. This mod came out very recently, so I think that my opinion on it will be based on that. It is a character that you literally have 1 HP, and you have to find various different avenues in order to not be able to lose that 1 HP. I'm not going to put this in A or S tier. I'm going to put it in the top of B tier. Only because I would never want to climb on a character that only has 1 HP. Absolutely not. Fuck everything about that. God fucking damn, I would lose my shit if I tried to do that. Holy, I would. Oh my god. Milkman. A lot of memes to be made. A lot of memes for chat to make about the Milkman. I would also put the Milkman in B tier. I think that it was there's like a specific type of mod that has come out in Slay the Spire that is like, you know, these like very rough like MS Paint drawing mods. Cranky, the Constrictor, everything, the Adventurer, everything that Vex made, the Rodents down here, Vex mods in general. But yeah, the Milkman it didn't feel like it had as much going for it. I just don't see myself playing it a lot more after the original run, but I do like what it did, and I think that it could be tweaked a little bit and be insanely fun. Saitama, the One Punch Man mod. The One Punch Man mod goes above Yu-Gi-Oh mod in F tier. There's no replayability. If you guys don't know, this mod is a joke character. Everything in the game does 99999999999 damage, and you can't actually take damage no matter what because he's One Punch Man. So yeah, I mean it's a fun little goofball, but yeah. The Pacific Rim mod. What was the actual name of this character? I don't remember what it was. It was like the hero or something, but you're essentially like a dude in a mech suit. The Future, that's what it was. Yeah. The Future was kind of cool. They had like a little like augment on them, and you had to like upgrade the augment, and then you had different things that activated the augment, and it like went pew 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 pew. So it was like kind of fun. It had like some quirks to it. I'd throw it up in the B tier, probably like somewhere in the middle of it. Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was pretty cool. I really do like that it was mechy and poggy, but yeah. Next up, the easiest top of S tier, the Packmaster. We all know that it's going up there. Oh my god, the Packmaster is so good. Everybody type it. Holy fucking shit. Packmaster. Woohoo! Packmaster. Yay! Packmaster is a culmination of the entire modding community coming together and making a giant mod that is so many different shout-outs to different games, shout-outs to different communities, shout-outs to different streamers, shout-outs to everything. It is the culmination of 5+ years of the Slay the Spire modding community being around. Absolutely beautiful. If you haven't checked it out, it's amazing. It's the fucking best. I'm probably going to be playing more soon because I'm running out of content, and I'll probably need some more. Pikachu! Insert me doing my best Pikachu impression, which I will do right now. No, I'm not going to do it. Never mind. The Pikachu mod deserves a very special place in the new tier. Fuck this. The Pikachu mod had multiple cards that just didn't work. Every single card was the exact same card art, except some of the card art, because it's a square PNG, bled out of the borders of the little picture, the frame that is on the card art. And none of them were exactly centered. Some of them were off to the right. Some of them were down. Some of them were up and to the left. It was just... It made no fucking sense, but it was the same fucking PNG. How do you fuck up the same PNG so many times that I feel like it was intentional? I feel like that it was 100,000% intentional. The Rodent, which I feel like was inspired by the adventure. I could be wrong, but we played this one very recently. We even have 3 different emotes in our chat about the Rodent. Is made by Ocean, prominent member of the community, and I do think that this mod actually belongs in S tier. I think that this mod is just the perfect amount of goofy and fun, and I look forward to seeing this mod continue to blossom and like get a little bit of balance and to get changes. But for art style and play style alone, I think it's S tier. It's definitely broken a little bit, but I think that maybe my recency bias is in full flare, and the fact that it's now become a full-fledged meme in my stream, but that just affects my opinions on things. It really does. Next up is the Space Explorer. Either way, this mod also goes in S tier for one simple reason. The absolutely adorableness of the fact that half of this card art was drawn by the creator of this mod's kid, and half of the cards themselves were created by the kid as well. There's a bonding experiment between a parent and a kid, and the fact that it's like that is just way too fucking wholesome to me. It makes my heart have happy feelings, and so we put it up there. Next up is Set, a part of the League of Legends characters and stuff like that. Set, and I think a lot of the League of Legends characters I'm going to put in D tier. I didn't really enjoy the mechanics, honestly, of like having League of Legends items that travel between the characters. I thought that they were like a little bit rough around the edges. I wasn't a big fan, and maybe that's just me. Face breaker. Yeah, the fact that when you would use some random cards that it would scream out voice lines.
You should get some ice on that.
It just wasn't. It wasn't for me. I'll be honest. It just wasn't for me. The slime boss, another part of the downfall mod. This is the one character that I would probably put in B tier. I just didn't really enjoy the mechanics of it. This is just a personal thing. Some people probably agreed. I also hate the fact that there was like an anime version of it that would slime you. It's fun. It's a pretty good time. I just couldn't see myself wanting to climb all the way up the spire. He does have a hat. Neko. F tier. Fuck this character. Sorry. F tier. Not fuck this tier. Fuck Neko. Actually, wait. I just said fuck this. Yeah, put him down here. Fuck Neko. It's a controversial opinion. A lot of people really like Neko from the downfall. A lot of people really, really enjoy it. Fuck Neko. Not a fan. Plus ratio. Plus you're bald. Plus I don't care. Plus he's shit. The testers from Portal. I would put him in like middle of B tier. Again, really solid. Really solid. Just wouldn't see myself continuing to play them over and over and over again. Cool mechanics. Really interesting. Really easy to learn. This one I feel like was pretty easy to learn. But yeah, yeah. Next up is the artist. This one was one that fell under my radar, I feel like, and then we came back to it very much later. You got to draw your own cards in this game, which I think is one of the coolest mechanics, but I also think that this mod was extremely easy to break. And so I put it in the tippy top of A tier, just because I feel like it was a little bit too easy to break, but it was unbelievably fun. Really, really good. Solid shit. Next up is the Drifter. Minus points for not having a super fun custom thumbnail for your mod, but you're still making it to S tier. Oh my god, it's so fun. It's such unique. How could you just not want to... Like, how could you not just want to fucking just put on the Eurobeat at max volume? I literally did a stream. Literally what I did was I had a bad day earlier that day, right? And I had like turned off stream, put the Rodent above everyone else. This is how it's listed in the mod manager so that it's alphabetical. But no, I had a bad day. And so I turned off the stream and I wanted to stream again. I think I had like a panic attack or something and I turned off the stream. And I came back later that day, but I didn't want to have to explain myself and why I turned off the stream, right? Because if you do that, if you turn off your stream and then you come back, people are like, oh my god, what happened? Are you feeling okay? Are you feeling better? What happened? Why did you turn off your stream? Can you explain it? Can you just relive all of the fucking anxiety that you just had? So instead, I turned on Eurobeat at maximum volume, put on sunglasses, and didn't talk for an entire stream and played the Drifter mod. It was awesome. What was the rainbow mod again? Remind me of this one. It uses other modded characters to get buffed based on how many you use. Prismatic, but you chose who you had included in the mod. Oh, yeah. So it's not really a modded character then? It was just like you got to choose like who was in and who was out. Yeah, I don't really remember it a whole lot because it sounds like it wasn't really a modded character. So we put him in the fuck this tier. Wait, no, we put him in the S tier because I am pro LGBT. Hungry Wolf goes in A tier. Or am not a furry. I think that the learning curve on them was like pretty difficult, and the reason that they're not S tier is because you can't really like you're limited on what you can use. Like I feel like using Sneko Eye would just be kill your run. I feel like trying to do prismatic shard shit would just kill your run. Like I just feel like it would be very difficult to play around the character. But in a vacuum, in their own little bubble, I think it's like actually incredible. The things that they brought to the character. Or they bought to Slay the Spire. Like, they added so much unique shit, and I really, really like that. Next up is Thornton. All good. Extremely unique. Extremely fun. Extremely easy to make fun of. Is not me. Do not say it's me. Yeah, Thornton's really good. Thornton's fucking awesome. Love Thornton. We played it 1,000 times. They've created a lot of memes in the stream. We've played a lot of Slay the Streamer with them. The Unchained. I feel like I really liked this one. I don't remember it all that much. Why do I not remember this one? Unchained was really, really fun. Yeah, like my instinct that says A tier, but I just can't remember it. It had mega claws. Yeah, it was really good. It was really, really solid. I very much liked this mod. Like, you know, like you see like a defragment when you're playing the defect and you're like, that's a fun thing. Even though I might not take it here, it's really fun. That's the feeling that I get about the Unchained, but I can't fucking remember. God damn it, I played too much stuff. And the Vacant is also very high in A tier. This is An older mod, but got a massive update not too recently. And yeah, extremely shallow, extremely good. A lot of interesting mechanics. Really just, I even said this when I was, I think I was making the intro, is that I felt like this character could be in Slay the Spire. So I'll put him right next to the Hermit because I feel like those two characters together, like they could be in Slay the Spire. Yeah. Guilty Gear mod, I felt like again was a little rough around the edges, so I'd put it in like middle of B tier. It apparently, from what Andrew told me, that it had like a lot of things that made it really well implemented into the game, but I don't know. It felt like it didn't flow super well. Yeah, it just felt like it didn't like super mesh with all of the things that it was trying to do. Next up, the Guardian. Guardian, I'd put like middle, low end of A tier. Pretty solid, pretty good stuff, pretty good mechanics. I think were they the one that got like a major update and we played them again and it was really, really fun. I feel like the Guardian had a lot going for it, and I feel like it's pretty good. I can see myself trying to climb with it, but nothing compared. It's nothing compared to the Automaton still. Nothing's gonna compare to the Automaton. And finally, the Champ. When I originally played, really fucking hated, and I have never had a more controversial video on YouTube than that one video. Than that one single video. So I've played them again since then, and I still didn't enjoy it a whole lot. I would put him right behind the slime boss in B tier. The Champ is apparently a lot of people's favorite character. For me, I just didn't enjoy it all that much. It was because you mauled it and refused to learn the character. That doesn't sound like me. Getting angry at something? Anyways, Chad, do you agree with this tier list? Do you think anything should go up or down? Yeah, if somebody gives me 5 subs, they move things up and down, and they moved the adventurer very far down for the meme so that people would get mad. Sorry.